Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Podswoggle, a wrestling podcast for entertainment, and the Podswoggle title tournament live on Twitch. I am your host, Mullet. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to this endeavor, every single month, live on Twitch, the boys at Podswoggle Wrestling Podcast Entertainment bring you live computer simulated video game wrestling. The stakes are for the Podswoggle Championship. The winner defends it every single month in a different themed tournament or contest. The nominee of that person then becomes Swoggle Squad champion and has powers and responsibility on the podcast every single week. This month, it's a new endeavor. It was actually a suggestion, a fan submitted suggestion. I'll get that fan's name here in just a moment. But we have taken the all-time current favorites and least favorites of the members of the Swoggle Squad and forced them to be the nominees, and will compete to see who will be the Podswoggle champion. The Heels and Heels Championship, our women's division, also has done the exact same thing. They'll be doing that tonight, and it's all very important because this will determine who will be the champion heading into Marcho Madness, our annual 64, 68, 75, 80, God, and who knows how many it's going to be this year, person tournament to determine the best in wrestling every single year, where thousands of you, yes, thousands of you, submit their brackets online for the chance to win fun and games and prizes. It's an all-day stream. We'll be talking about that constantly tonight. Will the Podswoggle Championship be on the line during March of Madness? We will find out. Of course, we were going to wait a few minutes. What's going on, B. Sumner? To see who will be joining, for all of you to be joining us. We have a great evening of matches planned. If you were not joining us for the Podswoggle Rumble, my God, make sure you are going on YouTube, the Podswoggle channel on YouTube, and finding last month's Rumble, because it was an all-timer, and that's why we have your current champion, Swoggle Squad champion being me, but Podswoggle champion being Brutus the Barber Beefcake. It was an amazing moment. He eliminated Braun Strowman last, and he's going to be defending the title tonight as my pick, well, as my fourth spot pick, Spencer's pick, really. He'll be taking on Gangrel Green, Wynn's least favorite wrestler of all time, painted green, with a Hawaiian shirt, I believe. So we're going to give us just a minute to send out some tweets, get some people in the room, and we'll be getting kicked off. Sad to say, it looks like the Kingdom's reign of sneaking into March of Madness is over. Yeah, I don't think that's sad at all. At least for me, it's not. I'm so happy I don't have to download any of them anymore. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to be changing possibly the automatic bid system for March of Madness. I want to get some people's opinions and thoughts on it over the stream tonight. All right, we've been tweeted out. And that's what I meant to do. I meant to look up the person who suggested this on Facebook. Got to go to the Podswoggle page here. Technology. Activity. Messages. I know it was a while back. There we go. There it is. Nope, not that guy. It was Mark Anthony Patrick was the one that submitted this back in October. He said it was the Heroes and Zeros theme. And yeah, I loved it. We needed something new for February because normally we have our significant other or our loved ones picking the choices, and I got a little passe, and I was tired of bothering my wife and Wynn's wife, and this year would have been Tope's girlfriend, but RJ usually from RJ Hates Rap. So here we are, and we're gonna get started. we are going to kick it off with one of Tope's two. So Tope finished second. So Tope actually just got his all-time favorite and his current favorite. His current favorite being the phenomenal AJ Styles. He's had a chance at it many times. Jeff Jarrett for March of Madness. Hayward, we'll see. He's going to be in the game next year, I realized today, because he's a Hall of Fame. He's going to be part of the Hall of Fame pack. So Rich is so excited about that. He'll be taking on Augie's least favorite wrestler. Now, Augie fell in the fifth spot. So for the fifth spot, no, I'm sorry, for the fourth spot. For the fourth spot, we decided to just combine the two. So Augie will be being represented by Baron Corbin, dressed like Kane. So it's essentially Baron Corbin just looking like Kane. We're calling him Baron Canevin. So this is Augie's pick. So if Augie becomes Podswoggle champion, he will have to deal with Baron Corbin as Kane. So let's turn entrances off. So we don't need to see him for these two. Got to make sure the rules are all set up properly. Pin submission, not 2 out of 3 falls. No Iron Man, that is correct. DQs, rope breaks are on. Count out at 10, no time limit. Got to turn those run-ins off. Finishers, none. Default. Okay, cool. And main event sounds about right, so. And turn those entrances off. Okay. Tope's AJ versus Augie's Baron Canevin. Our first match of the Podswoggle title tournament. The winner of this will be taking on. We'll have a chance to become Podswoggle champion when Brutus Beefcake takes on Gangrel. Our main event of the first round is obviously going to be Rich's pick of Hulk Hogan versus my pick of Penta El Cerro Miedo, in what'll surely be just a clash of styles like you would not believe. All right, here we go. AJ and Canevin. And Canevin taking on. I want to see a Baron Canevin raid so bad now. He literally just looks like Kane. Like, it's amazing. Like, I did the I forget what generation mask that is. I think that's like the 03 mask with the original 97 outfit. Yeah, just fucking Baron Corbin and dressed up like Kane. AJ has been in the tournament multiple times. Of course, was also, I believe, a Rumble participant at one point, kicking the shit out of Canevin. So, as we said, March of Madness. Nice springboard frog splash by AJ on Baron. March of Madness, I can officially announce as an exclusive here. There's a nice counter by AJ on Corbin, and another springboard. I think we were going for the springboard blockbuster, but I think maybe he just caught him with the heel of his shoe there in the face. It'll be a little later. This is technically Boring Red Machine parts. Yes, JY. Yeah, we're going to call him the Boring Red Machine. I like that. March of Madness will be March 31st. So we're going to have a whole month of excitement building up to March of Madness. With WrestleMania being a week later this year on April 8th. We're going to push Marcho back a week also because it works out the best for me personally in terms of my scheduling. It's going to be on March 31st. It's probably not going to start until the afternoon. Again, for me personally, I have some stuff at work. Nice Pele kick by AJ on the floor. To where I will have to work the last 3 Saturdays of March, which means I don't get home until at the latest 3 o'clock. So we're probably going to start March 31st around 4 o'clock. Be tuned into Twitter, be tuned into the podcast, making sure that you get all your information there. But March 31st, 4 p.m. Eastern, the auto bids take effect after Elimination Chamber. So some of the way we're doing automatic bids this year, I kind of mentioned it. We're going to be discussing on the selection show, which won't be this week's podcast, it'll be next week's podcast, which we are actually recording on the 28th of February, because at that point, SmackDown and Raw have already been completed and all the champions are finalized. Auto bids will take place, and there's a deep 6 by Baron. We'll finalize after SmackDown on March 1st is when they get locked in. And speaking of which, this is horrifying for Marcho. There is an end of days and a 1, a 2. No, AJ kicks out at 2. And the first time I was in end of days kicked out of, but man, that was pretty effortless by Baron on AJ. We're going to peel back automatic bids a little bit. Of course, if you are a current champion, sure, there's no wild titles are being defended, so it doesn't even matter. It's very true. Of course, the majority of current champions will get consideration, but some of those six-man titles, some of the tag team titles, some of the indie titles, we're going to have a long discussion, a long debate on, because it's gotten a little out of control, a little out of hand, and we want to make sure we have the best people in the tournament no matter what. We're still going to do the Podswoggle Invitational Tournament as well. The Pit, I don't have a date for when the Pit will stream. So we're recording the selection show February 28th. It'll air March 2nd. At some point that following week will be when all the play-in matchups that we have will be streamed and put up on YouTube. So the bracket will be up that following week. You guys will have a good solid 3 full weeks. As AJ just gets a heel hook locked in on Baron. Baron's foot was on the rope, however. The ref will call the break there. March 31st, probably 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the stream will start. We'll be going into the wee hours of the morning. Probably around 1 or 2 o'clock when we'll wrap up. There is a Bloody Sunday by AJ Styles, shades of the former Bullet Club leader. Into the pin on Baron. Count of 2. Baron kicks out at 2. Yeah, please hit us up on email, Twitter, all kinds of stuff. Let us know who you think deserves to be a part of March of Madness. You just didn't want to have to find a Dante Fox on Community Creations. I already found a Dante Fox. I already have him. Phenomenal forearm at point blank range on Baron Corbin. AJ into the pin. 1, 2. AJ Styles moving on to the second round. Baron came in, so Augie will not be champion this month. AJ wins after taking a end of days. As I mentioned, so last year, the champion going into March of Madness was Rich Camelucci. So, of course, the title wasn't on the line. The year before was Finn Balor. So AJ, obviously AJ will be in March of Madness. AJ Styles would be defending the championship throughout March of Madness if he's able to win. So another growing theme there. I think that's the case for AJ. I think that's the case, obviously, for Kenny Omega. Probably the case for Penta. So those 3 guys all have a chance to do it. Hogan and Edge haven't worked the matches here, so I don't know what we do there. I mean, I think Matt deserves a spot. I kid. And I got to see if Brutus Beefcake has actually worked a match this year. Someone can look that up for me. That'd be great. But yeah, AJ moving on. Trying to finally win that first Podswoggle title that's eluded him for the better part of 2 years. Next, we are going to switch it over to the Heels and Heels title. The Heels and Heels have been doing the Lord's work. Putting together, they also fit a theme here, so we have one love and one hate. Their love, the 8th wonder of the world, or the 9th wonder of the world, I'm sorry, China, just in time, you are correct. China will be going on, we'll go with that attire. Hey, since we were talking about March of Madness, here's a question. Does John Cena deserve to be in this year? We're going to be talking about it at length, trust me. I have my early list. I also did some pretty cool title reign research as well. We'll see if Cena gets in. It's not definite. It'd be weird having John Cena not in March of Madness. Or do we want to just have him win the Pit? Really is what the question is. Against Lana. Lana's not actually in the game. I had to download a Lana. She's in the game, but she's not wrestling the game. She's just a manager in the game. So China versus Lana. Winner of this will take on the winner of our Nikki Bella Susan matchup. We'll get there later. Make sure we're good here. Custom rules, entrance off. I don't think I saved. Yeah. Enter. Yeah. Okay. I still think Cena gets in. I think he's going to be a lower seed, which is going to really fuck some brackets up. Look, this will be what? 2011, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This will be the 8th, no, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This will be the 8th live March of Madness. John Cena's been in the championship of 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken. He's 2-3. No, he's been in 4 of them. China and Lana Bell's Rung were underway. Last match I can find for Brutus is from 2015. So unfortunately, Brutus Beefcake would not be eligible for the pit either. So it's going to come down to AJ, Penta, and Kenny Omega to make one of those 2 tournaments be for the title. As Lana's somehow on the offensive here against China. So we'll see. It's all up in the air. There's a lot of, like we said, this year's going to be a little different. I did a little bracket of my own, and I had him at 10. A 10 seed. I think on mine, I have him around an 8 or a 9, just out of respect at the moment. It is very weird. It's kind of like a couple years ago when, like, we had Jericho as, like, a 12 seed. Because he was around for, like, 5 months. So, yeah, he's like one of those part-timers, but he still has done enough to be in there. Lana's really taking it to China out on the floor. And a big kick to the midsection. You can see Byron Saxton's bald spot? I guess that's the way it's a botch and a half by Lana. Missing that running, flipping senton. Lana now with a choke slam. It counts at 5. Trips China up. Yeah, I think Cena will still be in. Him being a lower seed is just really going to fuck some brackets up. China sent into the post. The count is at 7, if I'm not mistaken. Lana's going to throw China back into the ring. That flips up Lana's in-ring career. Lana now got the accolade locked onto China. And China's not having any of that. She backs out of there and trips Lana up. But she needs to mount some offense here. She's going to be in for a long evening. Pulls Lana down by the hair. Kick to the back. Coming up next, we will have our Podswoggle title match. Brutus Beefcake against Gangrel and Green. Who did he beat other than Miz in a mixed tag and Corbin? I guess he was okay at Survivor Series. I mean, so you figure, yeah, he was gone through... he came, nice clothesline by Lana there. He came back at... He's gone into Mania. He came back around the time Jinder was champ, or around SummerSlam. So he beat Corbin, he beat Miz, he lost to Nakamura. And yeah, it's a fair point. I mean, like you said, he lost the thing with Roman, but he had a couple Raw matches with that as well. He's in the Chamber. He's in the Rumble for a while. I mean, yeah, he's not going to be seated well. Lana with a double knees to China's knees, I think. Whoever did this, Lana, did a good job in the games getting it. Nice Hurricane Rana, though. Lana, rake of the eyes. Oh my god! That was a spin kick with some authority. That had some snap to it. China fell down like a ton of bricks. Lana getting China up, kicking her. Back up to her feet. Forearm smash. China can barely stand at this point. Lana is not messing around. Lana's going to win. Lana is about an 18-point underdog. There's a sit-out spine buster on China. Count of 2. No. Very close. It's Lana Day. And China needs... Oh, Jesus. Just bailing her around. There's a stiff punch. A second punch. Lana's bumping like fucking Arn Anderson. Duck. Oh, there's a shades of Triple H there. Now, oh, Gorilla Press Slam. Lana's gonna throw her out of the ring. My God. And then bullshit. Moonsault by China. Looks like he had the Uha combination. And now another second moonsault in a row. China might have been on moonsaults at one point, but never actually did one. Oh, look like she's maybe going for the pedigree. Lana blocked it. But China Cohen and Saguri. This match has been infinitely better than AJ Styles and Baron Corbin. A nice elbow to the face of Chyna. Lana's not giving up that easy. X Factor. That's, look at the mind games using Sean Waltman's move on Chyna there. Like I said, Chyna, I believe, was rated an 88. Lana was rated a 70. Again, I'm always scared about doing these many simulations right before March of Madness because ratings mean nothing. The combinations don't mean anything. The game is crazy. Anything can happen. Chyna, by the way, is not a Hall of Famer, but Jeff Jarrett is. Because Triple H never had sex with Jeff Jarrett, as far as we know. And Jeff Jarrett was never painted green on camera. There's a second sit-out spine buster. Lana with the huge upset. No! Chyna again. That was so close. Lana has hit Chyna with 2 finishing maneuvers and hasn't been able to finish her off. Chyna, a leg sweep. Lana kicks out. Chyna has not been able to get a pedigree off. Ooh, a vicious headbutt. Well, also, if you're, there's another Gorilla Press. If they're gonna induct Bam Bam or another like dead recipient, they only do 1 dead person a year, and they also do only 1 woman a year. It's gonna be hard to double those up. It's gonna be their reasoning. There's another Uha combination by Chyna, and she got her. The Gorilla Press and the Moonsault. Lana put up one tremendous effort. But Chyna survives. She'll be moving on to the championship. Well, she'll face either Nikki Bella or Susan. There's another X Factor by Lana. Give it up for Lana. The best performance she's ever had. That sit-out spine buster. But in the end, Chyna, the 9th wonder of the world. Alright, well, it's time to defend the championship. If you watched the Podswoggle Rumble last month, you know it was a hell of an event. My wife almost got alcohol poisoning.
Let's not talk about
it. Samantha's now joining me in the room, that's why I said that. We saw such amazing stories. We almost saw Braun Strowman go back-to-back. We saw Roman Reigns eliminate more people than anybody did in the actual Rumbles and last a half an hour.
Yep.
But one thing prevailed, and that was the return of the Beef. And we're going to see if the Beef can hold on to his title right now, because it is Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the current Podswoggle champion, taking on Widden's least favorite wrestler of all time, Gangrel.
That's what his least favorite wrestler of all time?
Yes. I believe... Oh, where is he green? I changed him to green. Did it not save his greenness? Just imagine him green in a Hawaiian shirt. Or maybe the picture didn't change. I'll do a tie or two just in case. He wanted it to be Trevor Murdoch. And I said, bullshit. You've hated Gangrel the entire length of the podcast. Not playing this shit. Go there. Gotta really find a way to save this. I think I do. I just always forget. Is that there? Old school referee. Sure. We'll turn entrances on, of course. It's a title match, for crying out loud. This is undoubtedly the weirdest Podswoggle title championship of all time. Brutus Beefcake somehow made it through a ring that had Thanos, Braun Strowman. God, who else was in the ring at the end of that Rumble?
Everybody.
Brock Lesnar, Triple H.
Those were all my people.
And he somehow made it through and stunned the world. The Beef, as we like to call him. One of my 2 chances to win the title, thanks to Spencer. You know, Widden really has it easy with his least favorite wrestler. He's a goof. I don't know what he thinks,
Widden
man.
is a wrestler.
I don't know. They're both goofs. Like him wanting to change it to Trevor Murdoch. I'm like, bullshit. Just because he looks like a giant pimento loaf doesn't mean he was bad. I want to preface and apologize if Gangrel is not green. That is totally on me. I mean, I forgot to save it in some way, shape, or form. There's JoJo introducing the Podswoggle title match. Gonna give us like a full fucking breakdown of the rules. It's the Podswoggle title. It's a one-on-one match. Here comes Gangrel. I don't know if he's gonna be spitting blood or doing his usual thing. Coming out to the Ministry theme of the Undertaker. It's appropriate. He's a former Ministry member. No, Gangrel's not green. It's on me, guys. One foul on me. Got some swag. Got to walk to him. Let me tell you. Yeah, that's great. That one shot made me realize that Witten maybe is onto something. Also, just never mind. Fuck all that noise. Listen to that Casio keyboard. It sounds like scissors. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Podswoggle champion, Ed Leslie. Those are gardening shears. Yes, yes, yes.
Are not suitable to cut hair.
Well, Brutus.
No wonder he's out of business.
Brutus the Gardener Beefcake doesn't really have a good ring to it.
I think it sounds okay.
They would have changed his name to Gary the Gardener Great Ass. Spoiler alert, the next time I get a selection for anything I want for this tournament, I'm creating a Gary the Gardener Great Ass. I have to write that down. Oh, I'm going to have worked so hard on that. Brutus Beefcake. This is what Leslie does.
WWE 2K19.
Gary the Gardener Great Ass. This is what Ed Leslie does to me. Oh shit, I'm here in time for the beef! You damn right, Caribbean kid, the beef! With 3 E's. Oh, it's summer. It's getting to the point where beef might be on next year's title. If he doesn't still already have it. Gangrel's just has tremors going on in his arms. God, he looks like Sebastian Bach's mom. Look at that. That just... God, that looks so right.
Are those like lady gloves?
No, those are what you wore in the 80s. It's like, you ever seen the Chappelle show, you ever seen Charlie Murphy describe what men looked like in the 80s? It's Brutus Beefcake, man. It's like, if you were a man in the 80s, man, you wore some weird-ass shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you probably looked like a girl. That's Mickey Free, actually. Mickey Free is not a girl. Alright. Gangrel and the beef. Sounds like the shittiest sitcom you've ever heard of. Oh, come on, beef! So, quick world's strongest slam by Gangrel. He's already dragging Beefcake. That's not good. Beefcake literally had to survive the 3 largest human beings on the planet or that have ever existed. I think he can beat Gangrel. He just kicked the shit out of Beefcake's face. Gangrel spilled ketchup on his shirt one time in catering and said, "Hang on, I got a great idea for a gimmick. Anybody get some corn syrup?" Gangrel looking for a power bomb? Oh, nice power bomb. And title is on the line here. Witten was the last champion. Could immediately win it right back, but then have to go up against AJ Styles next. There we go. This is classic 80s offense by Beefcake. A little snap at the end of that airplane spin. Beefcake, the master of the sleeper hold. And that what he does to the audience and his finishing maneuver. Suplex, Gangrel blocks. Gangrel's going to look for that Impaler DDT. Beefcake off the ropes. Oh, and the kitchen sink. Beefcake smartly rolling to the outside. Look at the intelligence there of Beefcake. Takes a quick breather. Gangrel off the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. And it doesn't duck that atomic drop. 2 atomic drops. What a rig general, you damn right. Ed Leslie's tassels, his butts, just everything about him is alarming. Look at this. Like, the size of the audience doubled. Beefcake's the draw. Beefcake is money. Jeff Jarrett fucking smashed 10,000 guitars and didn't draw a dime. Beefcake's been Podswoggle champion not even a month. He doubled our audience. Beefcake up in a fireman's carry position. Gangrel, maybe going to look to dump him on the floor. Nope, stun gun. Scraping the neck on the top rope. Beefcake kicks him off. Beefcake's been through too much. Of course, neither one of these men will be in Marcho Madness, so they're both wrestling right now. I think Gangrel, actually, yeah, Gangrel would qualify for the pit. I saw Gangrel wrestle this year. He was in the 20-man WrestleCon Rumble. I forgot about that. So Gangrel could technically, if he wins, be in the Podswoggle Invitational Tournament. The only requirement being that you wrestled a match during the grading period. If they caught Galactus, he can handle a fat vampire. Man, why do you think he got the Starcade main event, brother? It's true. Former main eventer of the biggest show in WCW's history. WCW's not around anymore. Beefcake's really getting, really put in trouble here with this camel clutch. Break those hands. Yeah, with Thanos. That's okay. I got the gist of it. You're fine. Another airplane spin. Yep. Yeah, you gotta make... Vampires hate getting dizzy. It's a known fact. I think that's...
They don't have very good equilibrium, so it just messes them.
That's the majority of the Twilight books, right? Is just they spin around a bunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Beefcake's second rope. Look at him. This crowd work. Double axe handle to the head. Oh, looking for a pin. One. One count only. Come on, Beef. Gotta wear him down a little more than that. Nice elbow to the head. Kick to the stomach. Rear chin lock. Yeah, so yeah, fuck me. I forgot getting... Of all... Who all in this have I seen wrestle live? I don't think I ever saw Brutus Beefcake wrestle live. I've seen Gangrel, I've seen AJ Styles, I've seen Baron Corbin, I've seen Penta. Did I ever see Hulk Hogan wrestle live? Did my mother ruin that for me? Okay, so I've only... This sucks! I've seen 5 of the people tonight wrestle live. The 3 I haven't seen are Brutus Beefcake, Hulk Hogan, and Kenny Omega. 3 of the greatest from all time. They're hanging from the rafters, brother. Did I really never not see Hogan work? Oh, the high knee! The high knee! When he was the booty man, it was the high knee! You get it? Huge punch to the face. Break to the eyes. He's wrestling like fucking Hogan. Well, I've seen him wrestle. What did I do to you? That's what it was called, the high knee. Nice Russian leg sweep there on Gangrel. Can Beefcake retain his title? No.
Is that a legitimate thing or are you bullshitting?
No, it was literally...
I never know because you know so much that it could be bullshit.
They made that human being... They made him be called the booty knee, another high knee. The booty man. Where he just loved butts. He liked showing his butt off. Basically, it was before Mr. Ass, but it was that guy.
Right, but
and then...
the move is the high knee?
Yeah, it was a knee lift, and they call it the high knee. That's what it was. Oh, power slam! I am not bullshitting you.
I'm gonna say that to somebody who's actually
Sleeper!
a fan.
Sleeper! Beefcake's got the sleeper!
They're gonna call me out on the bullshit.
He's out! Gangrel is out! Beefcake wins! He put Gangrel to sleep! Beefcake is your winner! He snapped his neck.
Yeah, he's dead.
Gangrel, you don't need a silver...
You know how you saw Gangrel wrestle this year? Not anymore.
You don't need garlic or a silver bullet. You just need Brutus Beefcake's sleeper hold. Here's a second high knee. Beefcake's looking good. We're going to see Brutus Beefcake and AJ Styles. Hey, right here, fighting it. Someone could argue he hit the ropes, but I didn't see it. That was a squash match for your champion. Hey, all I'm saying is he's got one successful Podswoggle title defense in his career. That's more than Santino Marella, Triple H, Matanza Cueto, Seth Rollins, New Jack Kevin Owens, Paul Bunyan. They never had successful title defenses. Brutus Beefcake's got one. Don't answer the door if it rings. Alrighty, the original go to sleep was the sleeper hold of Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And yeah, he's punched his ticket to the next round. We'll take on AJ Styles. Let's see the bottom half. Let's get back to good wrestling, huh? It is time for Spencer's current favorite versus Tope's all-time favorite, which should just be an excellent matchup. So, of course, it's Tope's all-time favorite, Edge, against Spencer's current favorite, Kenny Omega. There's no comedy here. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Evenly matched. A good preview for those of you that want to take Kenny far in March of Madness, possibly. So this is early scouting for your brackets. Just very straightforward, you know. Sometimes it doesn't happen on. Normally it's like, oh yeah, here's Eric Rowan versus the Teletubby. You know, no, not this. After this will be our Heels and Heels title match. Nikki Bella against Susan.
Who's Susan?
Susan is the Heels and Heels equivalent of Sharon.
Oh.
Yeah. So get your Susan jokes ready.
We couldn't book Sharon?
No, Sharon was busy. Sharon's the type of girl that double books something that's been set up in advance for weeks. And what she's doing now, she's doing like a painting with a twist, but it's like some woman doing it out of her garage is what Sharon's doing tonight. Yeah.
Painting in a garage.
Yeah. Because the dumb bitch couldn't come up with a better name for it. Yeah. Well, not Sharon's not holding it. It's her friend. Trying to watch the last 3 months of Lucha Underground before the March of Madness show next week. Oof, you animal. I thought I turned entrances off. I guess we can sit through Metalingus for a couple seconds. Metalingus, excuse you. This is not a family show, but there's that overrated piece of shit. Sorry, Tope. I throw those things in so that way when Tope sees this, whenever he sees it, he's like, no, Tope's not here. It doesn't suck. I was like shitting on Tope via Edge. He did get some pretty comfy tattoos. And here comes the cleaner. He could potentially be a #1 seed in March of Madness coming up here in just a month. Like I said, if you're just joining us, March 31st, 4 p.m. Eastern is the tentative start time for it. March of Madness, the Podswoggle Invitational Tournament, date to be determined. There'll be some other time in March. Playing matchups to be determined in March.
March is going to be busy.
March is a busy month here for the boys at Podswoggle. A lot of work for me getting those thousands of bracket submissions in. Of course, we'll be partnering with the Squared Circle subreddit once again. And the match is underway. I feel like I just actually have to call commentary on this. Side headlock off the ropes. It's also just starting like a regular match. Boot ducked. Omega quickly. Oh, right nose. Edge's weakness, and that's the spinal stenosis. And hits him with a dragon suplex. He's very confident, throwing up the too sweet. Edge not having any of it, runs right towards him. Any excuse to not have Jinder be a #1 seed, right? Jinder is not a #1 seed. Jinder is unfortunately going to be in the tournament, but Jinder is not a #1 seed. And I have the stats to back that up. And they're not called ratings. Jinder deserved to be at least a 3 seed. I don't know with that, but we'll see. Like I said, I got my stats, I got my information here. Actually, can I find it? If you're here, you can get a little preview of what I got. As Edge hits a neck breaker on Kenny Omega. Do I have Jinder as a 3 seed? Let me look. Hold on. I have Jinder Mahal as a 3 seed. Yes, you are correct. Is what I have Jinder as. Kenny Omega. Got Edge on the ropes again. Neck work. And he knows what he's doing. Oh, a neck breaker through the ropes. Oh, nice. Omega pinpointing, and he says, and certain dumb old men say that he doesn't know how to tell a story. I've listened to you guys for way too long. He was staying for like 6 months, dude. I know. Meanwhile, Edge is paralyzed. It's gotta find the right balance of kayfabe in our hearts. And yeah, I mean, he's gotta be there. Omega, early pin attempt on Edge. So we've lost Widden and we've lost Augie already. Tope and I have somebody in the semifinals. This is a battle of Spencer and Tope. Tope trying to give himself a 50-50 chance of earning his Podswoggle title back. Then there's a gut wrench on Edge. course, if you, how many clean defenses does Jinder have? It's still kayfabe if you're champion for like 100 and some odd days, gotta take that into account. Of course, I'm your current Swoggle Squad champion. I've used 4 of my powers. You only heard 3 of them, though. I've made, Tope has to watch Codename the Cleaner and write a review. Oh, B-trigger on Edge. Oh, Edge looks out. Omega ran right into that pin attempt. Edge kicks out at 2. Kenny could not get that cover fast enough. Tope has to watch Codename the Cleaner. Widden, look, I have him as a 1, but I did it. Widden has to get a wax, some kind of body wax. We haven't been determined definitely yet. And what was the other one? I know the one you guys haven't heard. You'll hear that tomorrow on what is personally one of my favorite episodes of all time. When you guys hear it on Friday, I should say, not tomorrow, you'll hear why. But I used that power on Augie. The 4th power, what was the 4th power I used? I don't remember. I think it was on Widden again. Oh, there's the Impaler DDT by Edge. Now Edge may be looking in the corner, setting Omega up for a spear. Oh no, sorry, duh. Widden had to listen to the Tope and I's analysis 10 times on a flight, 2 flights. That's what it was. Omega gonna throw Edge out. Omega maybe looking to fly here. Omega looking to fly over the top rope. Dive out onto Edge. Not wasting any time, throwing Edge into the steps as well. Like I was saying, for championship powers, you'll hear one more, and then it'll be very interesting to see what people do for Monster Madness and how they use their powers going forward. Nice snap suplex by Edge. Omega does well against other Canadians. He does. Omega last year had a good showing in March Madness. I believe Omega made it to the Elite 8 or the Sweet 16, if I'm not mistaken. Book, Kenny Omega last year made it to the Sweet 16 before he was eliminated by Samoa Joe. The count, anybody got a chance what the count is at? Count is at 8. I don't know what the count is at. Edge and Omega both get back into the ring. Whenever the count was very close. Omega just literally get right back into the ring and launch right into it. No, Croix Wrath! Electric chair German suplex. Edge close to the ropes, he kicks out. Who's a dragon type Pokemon? Yes, he is. Oh, and now, is he looking for it? No, another Croix Wrath! That one not with a bridge. Edge, another Impaler DDT. These guys are throwing out all the stops. Omega has not hit the one-wing angel, but will he not get a chance to? Oh, kick out at 2. Look, that's such a good finisher. I know. I get why he doesn't do it anymore, but I've always loved it. First real introduction I ever had to him was doing that move. And beating up an 8-year-old girl. Speaking of good finishers, Edge is set up middle of the ring. One winged angel immediately into a pin. No one's kicked out of it. Count of 2. Oh, but Edge kicks out of it. For the Podswoggle title, Edge kicks out of it. Omega can't believe it. Omega looking to take a risk. Springboard senton. Kenny getting some momentum back, getting his confidence. Edge, again, I don't know how Edge's neck, how he could survive that. Elbows to the side. No, Edge's body is all contorted. Oh, but he gets out of the leg drop attempt. Elbow to the back of Omega's neck. He's hit 2 Impaler DDTs. Has not hit 1 spear. Chop. Multiple chops. Oh, and there's another knee to the face. Omega's confidence does not cease Now again, got him up in the electric chair. Is it going to be a third Kreutz wrap? Second with a release. Edge is taking so much abuse. Powerbomb position. Running Liger bomb. Into the pin, too close to the ropes. Edge has had so much damage onto such a weakened body. Now, shoulders. Battering ramming him into the corner. Setting that midsection up for a spear. Sit out powerbomb from the corner. Now Edge. Oh, Edge. Asking him to basically hear the spear. Spear! The running hug on Omega. The pin. Can Edge survive this? 1, 2. No! Omega kicks out at 2. Edge thought that was 3. Edge is exhausted. The spear couldn't put Omega away. Is he going for a second spear? Back-to-back spears? A second spear by Edge. He had another one saved up. Middle of the ring. 1, 2. No! 2 spears and Omega kicks out. Back-to-back spears cannot put Kenny Omega's shoulders down for the count of 3. Throws him off of a possible RKO attempt. Rake of the eyes. Sometimes you have to fight 30. Kenny Omega, it's not even March Madness, and Omega is trying to steal the show in the Podswoggle title tournament. It just Spear even looks bad in the game. Kicks off, Edge prone position, missile drop kick. Holy shit, I'm late to this, but you're here when it's good. V-trigger, V-trigger, Edge is down and out. Omega is exhausted. Gonna drag Edge. Is that V-trigger enough to put Edge down for 3? 1, 2. No, 2 count only. Glad Kenny is in though. V-trigger. Now, oh, he's got Edge up. Oh, did he take him out of the corner? Yes, he did. From out of the corner, one winged angel, center of the ring, into the pin. Best match since EC3 Okada. It's a good one. 1, 2, and 3. Kenny Omega is your winner. He will move on to the semifinals. Spencer's got a dog in the fight. What a match. A very impressive performance for Kenny to get you excited to have him fuck your brackets up in March Madness. It was a second, no, it was the first one-winged angel Edge kicked out of. Kenny Omega, that is a very good CAW. Very, very straightforward. Omega has one hell of a match waiting for him. But we don't know who that is yet. We will find out in just a little bit. Kenny versus Cena will happen. And of course, Cena will win. Hey, Cena's not the 95 juggernaut he used to be. I believe, unfortunately, that's Roman Reigns now, if you watch the Rumble. Heels and Heels title time. She won a 6-woman battle royal to take the title off Alexa Bliss just last month. Your new champion is the Heels and Heels queen, Nikki Bella. She'll be taking on... everyone's got one. Susan. Oh no! Susan's a manager! Oh no! Oh, they sent me the information for Susan, and I didn't check that it was a manager. Heels! What happened? Ugh. Alright, let's... Uh-oh is right. Alright, let's go do some investigating. I don't know if you guys are able to see, if I go to communications and try to download another Susan, what happens. But we'll look. Let's see what happens here. I can't. From a manager, I don't think I'm able to. She's a manager, babe. She's a manager, baby. I know there was another weird Susan. Susan Sharp. There's like a sexy Susan. And this is the closest Susan I got. So let's preview Susan here. Yeah, it looks like Susan to me. All right. Susan is the kind of woman who you get excited about and then all of a sudden have to go with a different Susan. So we'll go with that Susan. Let's just hope she's not rated like 104 or something. So I ain't got time to change it. So let's check Susan's stats. She's rated 100. Wonderful. Well, shit. I can't copy Susan's other stuff. God, she just looks like a manager. Wait, I can pick Susan. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't pick her before. That's weird. I mean, I don't get this game. Oh, she's a man. She literally is a man. I'm so confused. She's the kind of woman to misfile her paperwork and be ineligible to compete. It is literally. I thought you were being sarcastic, Korean kid. Susan's a man. Okay. So we'll go with this other Susan. If any woman can survive, it's Nikki Bella. I'm sure it'll be fine. I feel like I'm setting Nikki Bella up for disaster here, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. LOL, Nikki wins, maybe. Let's put the title on the line. And also, the Heels and Heels can file a complaint. I mean, I like that, Susan. Ooh, excuse me. So, Nikki Bella, of course, like I said, won 6th Women Battle Royal last month after a great performance by Xena, Warrior Princess. Susan is that broad. It's my breakdown analysis of this. Bum, 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 bum. Give you some Saturday Night's main event flavor. I prefer that theme compared to the I wanna know what you're thinking. That one, you know, the old children's tale from the sea. We're just taking on China. Kansas City. See what Susan's deal is. She's coming out the Hollywood Blondes theme, so I immediately am a fan. Susan has one hell of a tramp stamp. Are we still allowed to call it that? I don't even know. I don't follow those trends anymore. Yep, Susan. That's one hell of an image. Yeah, thanks, Sue. That's good. I think for the first time ever, we're going to collectively be rooting for Nikki Bella. Oh, smile on Susan's face was weird. Nikki with her hot trash title, Heels and Heels champion. And for her first defense, I think that's Batista's belly tattoo on her back. Oh, that's great. I hope it is. Close-up shot of this glorious championship belt. There's Oreos, Triple H's butt. Susan really just infatuating the crowd with her breathless body syndrome. I don't know what that is. She can't help but saunter. She's strong, confident, still. She's been here before. She knows what it takes. Bell's rung, we're underway. I think it's a Goldberg tattoo, probably. Go behind the start. It's really just untie her pants there and just confuse the shit out of her. That'll work too. I'm at work. What did I miss? M. Patrick, this is your tournament. This is your brainchild. We thank you for it. thought at first the ring in the middle threw me. You just missed one hell of a match between Kenny Omega and Edge that Omega got the W for. Chyna defeated Lana in another great match. She'll be taking on the winner of this match for the Heels and Heels title. AJ Styles beat Baron Corbin dressed up like Kane. And the Beef continues to run. The Beef put Gangrel to sleep. We have our final first round match. Penta, El Zero Miedo, and Hulk Hogan coming up next. But for right now, we got Nikki Bella defending the Heels of the Heels title against Replacement Susan. It was a nice swinging neck breaker, almost like Curtis Axel's old running neck breaker. Nikki went for a knee, still slapped her thigh when she missed it. A spin out belly to back. Baron Kane been lost. Yes, he did. So Rich is the only one. Rich is going to try to make it a four-person affair, or I can get a 50-50 chance of retaining my title. Don't like my chances against Hulk fucking Hogan. Susan went to send Nikki out, and Nikki caught her with a spin kick. So running Hurricane Rana. Nikki blocked with a front headlock. Oh, a slap to the face. I missed that match, but I have so many Kane as a medieval baron jokes. Susan! Tope's in the house. This is Replacement Susan Tope. We've been making Susan jokes like Sharon jokes. Sam mentioned earlier why Sharon not here. I go, well, Sharon's the kind of girl to double book her evening, and then when you find out what she actually had to do, she was doing like a painting with a twist in some woman's garage. There was a spin-out suplex, almost like the final cut, I think, by Susan on Nikki Bella. Nikki is in trouble. So the Susan that was picked, oh my god, is that a second row Phoenix Splash? Listen. Yeah, it's Replacement Susan. The Susan that was picked out was a man who could actually use, pardon me, sorry. I bet Susan's the type of girl who only does other people's finishers, definitely. Got Nikki up in a fireman's carry. Nikki counters, reverse DDT. He's a Christian here. Tope Edge lost, but it was a good match. So there sums up his career. Forearm smash to Susan. I've seen stranger things. Remember in last year's game, Braun was a heavy underdog to Paul Bunyan and still able to get the victory. Susan's the kind of girl who enjoyed Black Panther a little too much. Susan's the type of girl to drive 35 on the freeway and complain that people are tailing her. There's that spin out leg drop. He's raking Nikki Bella's face into the mat. Pin. Susan type of girl that definitely has firm control of the match and taunts instead. Ed Losh was a good match. The name of the DVD. What is your favorite? When he came out, I was banking on you already being here. I think Best in the World is the sequel to that. Ah, yeah, funny. Very, very funny. Yep. Which is fine, because when Edge came out, I'm like, yep, there he is, overrated piece of shit. Just so whenever you see it, you know, could chuckle at it. Edge lost. It's a good Best in the World. Oh, forearm smash by Nikki Bella. Is Susan down? Is Nikki going to defend this? No, 2 count only. But we got a potential upset on our hands. Upset in the ratings, at least. Susan's the type of girl to steal another girl's gimmick of embodiment of a all-negative white woman talk traits. There's Rack Attack 2.0 on Susan. And no, Susan kicks out of Rack Attack 2.0. Nikki thought she had her. Oh, but I think she maybe has another one. We saw Edge do this against Kenny Omega, hit 2 back-to-back spears. Rack Attack 2.0 times 2. Nikki into the cover. Can Susan kick out of this one? Yes, she can. 2 rack attacks, and Nikki cannot put her away. Susan's the type of girl who started a blog called All Dogs Matter. Nikki doesn't know what to do with herself. She's just pacing around. Thought that this was going to be it. She's literally just like doing a police chalk outline of Susan's body. Susan just posted an Instagram with the caption, "I live for the nights I won't remember with the people I'll never forget." Or invest in a cat shelter with no actual cat toys. Nikki is just kind of staring at Susan. Susan is dead. Susan just finally made it back to her feet. Somehow kicked out at 2, though. Nikki counters. Reverse DDT. She's going to drag Susan now. Susan was literally laying on the floor the length of like 2 full commercials. Who's more likely with Susan or Nikki's chest? Susan. Oh, well, I don't know. Susan maybe is looking like... Is that a titty twister? I can't tell from that angle. There's a kick to him as well. As soon as you mentioned it, Tope, it really became chest-based offense. Chest-based offense, yeah. Tope, you sound like you have a lot of knowledge of frustrating white women. Nikki's chest is at least bolted onto a living, breathing human. That's very true. Yeah, Tope, we want to talk about Haber's question there. There's a jawbreaker by Susan. Susan now, again, looking for... Nope, probably going for that final cut once more. Nikki blocked it. Nope, 2 count only. I was going to say off of basically nothing. I'd be surprised if that would have been the victory. Not just white women, my friend. I'm the United Nations of frustrating women. Oh, I wish that came out of Augie's mouth. Nikki setting her up again. And nope, go behind. Went for a running super kick and Nikki shuts it off. Into the turnbuckle. The United Nations of frustrating women. Fuck, that's great, Coco. Nikki, stun gun again, surgically repaired neck. Susan. Susan just pointing and laughing at her? That's such a Susan thing to do. Now with a suplex variation, almost like the Bloody Sunday. Neck breaker on Susan by Nikki, right into a pin. 2 count only. Again, Susan just barely getting that arm off. Nikki's starting to get tired and frustrated. Now wrenching at the arm. In the feet. Ohio's going for a forearm smash. Go behind. And there's a forearm smash for you. Keeps going for this go behind. Belly to back suplex is all it was. Susan's finisher is called the Lane Buster. She is literally El Generico. Susan's the type of girl to go to the Times Square Olive Garden Rack Attack 2.0. The 3rd time. Probably some little girl's creator wrestler she worked so hard on, you're all making fun of. She kicked out of 3 rack attacks. Tope's probably been to that Times Square Olive Garden. So the girl's creator wrestler she's so proud of, and then we're just shitting all over it. The 4th rack attack to Susan. 2 finally over. Nikki Bella has defeated poor little Susie Q's creator wrestler. The queen lives. But Susan made her work for it. And again, proof, ratings aren't everything. And as somebody said before the match started, LOL, Nikki Bella wins. She'll take on China later on. Still your champ. That was actually a good match, but like, fuck Susan. Susan took four rack attacks to put her down. Susan's the type of girl who can't wait to tell you what happened at on The Bachelor last night. It's the most consistent part of John's offense she copied, is the multiple finishers the win. Alright, well now it's time for your main event of the first rounds of everything. And man, just one hell of a culture shock. Or not a culture shock, well yeah, I guess you called that. Or a clash of styles, if you will. It'll be Rich's all-time least favorite wrestler, Hulk Hogan. She shares BuzzFeed articles about which breed of dog she is, against Penta El Cielo Miedo, my current favorite wrestler. Hey, we're going white, baby. And that's because he's going against Hogan, but just, you know. WCW, man, I ain't going to WCW referee. Fuck that. I'm going to world-class referee. I don't trust no WCW referee. Hogan involved. Shit, it could be Nick Patrick. Alright. Hogan, who looks bored by all this. And Penta. Winner of this will take on Kenny Omega. Like the blue shirt and bow tie combo. I know. We'll see it later. We'll see it again. I'm going to point out that our final four, I hadn't thought of that name in years. He was the best bad ref. He's the worst. His counts, you couldn't even hear them. They were so soft and quiet. Can't wait to watch from the beginning on YouTube. Thank you so much for using my idea. You're welcome. Thank you for providing the idea to us, M. Patrick. We love the idea, and it's going to be a new February staple, hopefully. Or we'll try to come up with ways to update it every single year. We're saying the final four could be AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, Penta Ceramiento, and Brutus Beefcake. Here comes the Hulkster. Doesn't look like he really had much of an entrance. It's in Texas. LOL, Hogan wins. Well, no way, easy. In Texas, you know, a large Hispanic population. This is the least Hogan-y entrance I've ever seen in my life. Texas is NWA territories there. Look at the lights for Penta here. There he is. He's a bad mother who don't take no crap off of nobody once again. Cielo Miedo. What's the close to kid? Like Sabu, basically. God, Hogan would have squashed him all up and down the coasts back in the 80s. He's smacking himself. He is ready. I mean, Sabu also gave 0 fucks. It's very true. For the sake of time, let's watch the rest of that. Let's get into this. Pretty damn good Hulk Hogan for it being a creator wrestler. Bell's rung and we're underway. Hogan not wasting any time beating the shit out of Little Pentagon, as he thinks in his mind. Penta now being choked up against the ropes. Nope. Man, it's wonderful Hulk Hogan offense, let me tell you. It's fucking huge. Hogan thinks Penta is Goldberg's next jobber. Penta counters, sends Hogan over the top. Here we go. Hulk Hogan has no idea how to take any of Penta's offense. That's what Penta needs to do. Start weakening Hogan by using his environment. Find some fucking light tubes and some shit. There you go, Penta. Count is at 3. Penta just stomps away on Hulk Hogan. Sweeps the leg. Hulk Hogan barely knows how to clear the top rope. That is very true. Double axe handle to the back. Rematch Penta versus American Conan. Hogan's like, Laparca slimmed down. Hulk Hogan could not pick Laparca out of a lineup. I guarantee those two never talked once when they were backstage together in WCW. I have no idea who each other are. And that's all on Laparca too. I'm not saying that's all on Hogan, just a lot of that's on Laparca. Penta. Snapmare. Keep Hogan grounded. Nope, can't do anything. It's Hulk fucking Hogan. There's a running neck breaker in his bra. I've always wanted to wrestle Rex Maestro, brother. Oh, I love that Rex Maestro. Laparca was too busy organizing the chairs. Yeah, of course he was. Hogan was too busy getting drunk and changing the script. Kick to the back. I don't think hulking up is in the game, so I'll be interested to see what happens when we get to that part of the match. I just assume it's still going to happen. Penta working on the arm, very smart. And there's an arm bar there. Of course, could be looking for that hammerlock arm breaker. The breaker of bones as he is, your current Lucha Underground champion. Which is back. It's going to be recording episodes this weekend. Very excited for that. Be interesting to see how we take Lucha Underground guys in March of Madness, considering they won the titles not during the grading period. They won titles like in 2016, not 2017. So we'll have to take into it. That's also part of the reason why we're trying to like change automatic bids. Penta's done enough being a PWG Tag Team Champion, being, you know, all across Indies, I think, to still make it in the tournament. DDT by Penta, but yeah, Lucha's a hard egg to crack when it comes to figuring out who's doing what. Same thing with Impact. We're trying to not spoil things if we have any Impact guys in the tournament, which naturally there has to be. Penta kick to the midsection. Oh, there it is. There's the pump handle driver. Hulk Hogan is so pissed. Penta's tired, going for the pin. I don't think he's going to get him there. Nope, 2 pin only. Gotta maybe look for the fear factor, that package pile driver. Oh, this is going to be so glorious. Watching Hulk Hogan take a package pile driver. Specifically when Rich Camelucci's the one that is not getting the benefit of it. Package pile driver on the bald head of Hogan. Penta for the pin and the win. Count of 2. No. Hogan kicks out at 2. Hogan thinks he's still got one good run left, brother. You ain't kidding that, mayhem. Right on the Chrome Dome. He needed that plate that Thanatos had in Mr. Nanny to help him out there. A graceful elbow drop. DDT by Hogan. I've seen Hogan given a package river before, brother. And of course he fucking kicked out. Of course he did. Well, not a lot of finishers end matches immediately. Snapmare. Penta slowing it down. Bow and arrow submission. I don't know what I want to see more. Penta versus Omega, which we've already technically seen in PWG briefly, or I want to see Kenny Omega and Hulk Hogan. Hogan isn't wrestling enough like a heel to be the real Hogan. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Double J in 2K19 is going to be a lot of fun. Rich is going to be super pissed about that. Hogan taking a light tube to the head. But the DDT in their arms kind of got mixed up there. How would that go? We'd bleed buckets and then he'd no-sell it. And then win. That's how that would go. Oh, I fucking think it's pretty standard. And the reversal, nope. I hope it's like actual double J Jeff Jarrett, like 90s Jeff Jarrett, you know, ain't I great, and not short hair, don't piss me off, shitty Jarrett. Woke up, point at you, and then boot you in the head. Just like, yeah, it's like that. It's the same old, you know, usual stuff. Hogan running power slam. Look at Braun Hogan over here. Penta back up to his feet, punching him. Woke Penta up a little bit. kick. Oh, Penta looking for another pump handle buster. It's Hogan with it. Jarrett, I've watched Jeff Jarrett hit Beetlejuice play guitar at least 10 times in the past week. I don't know why, but I went down a Beetlejuice rabbit hole, and not like the hey, what's going on Beetlejuice, but like an actual weird Beetlejuice. And there's a package pile driver. Great 98. There's no bracket. This is just simulating the bracket out now. We got a count of 2, and no, Hogan kicks out, of course, of a second package pile driver. There's no official bracket. We are in the end of the first round for this monthly Podswoggle title tournament. The way it works is the guys in the podcast nominate wrestlers. We have the computer simulate it out and call bullshit commentary over it. So the winner of this will be taking on Kenny Omega, and then Brutus Beefcake will be taking on AJ Styles for our championship. We also got Nikki Bella versus Chyna coming up. Not as outlandish as it normally is. We normally have fucking Wreck-It Ralph and White Grimace and all kinds of weird ass shit. We're here every month. We actually, if you want to fill out some brackets, you can fill out a bracket coming up in the month of March. Our annual Marcho Madness tournament will be March 31st at 4 p.m. We simulate 67 matches. My white friend Bill, how can I forget our white friend Bill? Every year we do a bracket. Thousands of people fill out brackets for Marcho Madness. The winner gets, normally, I know, Tope, I missed your white friend Bill too. Thank you. I'm a pretty good bullshit commentator. We give out subscriptions to the WWE Network, New Japan World, merchandise, grab bags, just from filling out a bracket and possibly getting it right. So keep your eyes and ears tuned to arcadeaudio.net/Marcho Madness for that bracket for Matt Mayhem and Great 98. My white friend Bill takes on a different connotation with Hogan in the ring, it sure does. You'll also be able to get that bracket off the Squared Circle subreddit. In the month of March, it's the third pump handle buster. Hogan's leg is just stuck up on the ropes. Hogan has not gotten off one big boot, one leg drop. Penta has been in firm control for quite a while. Another snapmare. Hogan's white friend is the current Podswoggle champion. No, yes, it's very true. Hogan's white friend Ed. No, it's more like his special friend Ed. If you missed it earlier, so when Samantha was awake, she was wondering why Brutus Beefcake had garden shears. I will be getting Fire Pro on PS4 as soon as it's available. We're actually going to do the tournament on Fire Pro this year. It wasn't available yet. My white friend Brutus. That Gorilla Press Slam better not be the end of this match. Okay, good. March 31st, the last Saturday of March, will be Marcho Madness. So my next pick, instead of Brutus the Barber Beefcake, is going to be Gary the Gardener Greatass. So it'll just be Brutus Beefcake, but with a gardener gimmick. Oh yeah, so March 31st, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a late start because I have to work most Saturdays in March. That's when that tournament's going to be. Hogan and Penta are just still fucking wrestling. Oh no, Hogan off the ropes! The atomic leg drop out of nowhere! Didn't even hit the boot! One leg drop on Penta, is that gonna do it? No, Penta kicks out. Very few get to kick out of the atomic leg drop. Penta is one of them. Oh god, not another one! A second atomic leg drop on Penta! Into a second cover! The pin! Come on, Penta, kick out! Count it 2! No, he kicks out again! I have a actual Beetlejuice creator wrestler. I don't know if there is little person Beetlejuice. I don't even know if he's a little person. Like Howard Stern Beetlejuice, if you will. These guys are hit each other with multiple finishers. Slap. Here is the 4th pump handle buster on a Hogan. His legs are going everywhere. Again, more work on the arm and hasn't bothered to hit the breaker of bones. Getting Hogan up to his feet, trying to hit a 3rd package pile driver. Instead, gonna drape Hogan up against the ropes. I don't know what he was going for there, but Hogan just no-sold the shit out of it. Here he goes for a 3rd time. No, Hogan blocks it. Hogan blocks it in an axe bomber clothesline. Shades of his Japan days. Backbreaker to Penta. This is the Hoganist match ever. Running power slam. Into a pin. Hooks the leg. Looks like he was too close to the ropes. So they'll call the break. Kick to the back. I haven't seen one backbreaker eye gouge yet. Very true. That uppercut or shot to the face. Hogan's in the middle of the ring. Yeah, they're going to do it. My lord. This is been a lengthy match. Drop kick to the back. Penta now. We're looking to take a chance. Second rope. Asking Hogan to get to a vertical base. There's a drop kick. Front face lock. Oh, nice. God. The way Hogan fell just wasn't natural. Kicked the leg out from underneath him. Super kick to the face of Hogan. Gonna pick him up. Hogan again counters. Penta looking for a form of an STO there. Clotheslines Penta over the top rope. Hogan thinks he just won his third Royal Rumble. The count begins. Hogan says, no, I'm not going to win this way. Gets Penta back into the ring. Intimidates the ref to back off, essentially. So now look, Penta counters again! You gonna go for it now? Gonna drag Hogan. You gonna look to break that arm? Yes, he is! Gonna trap it! Got Hogan by the arm! Breaks Hogan's arm! Snaps it off! Is he gonna go for the pin? Hogan's arm is broken! Will he be able to kick out? 1, 2, and 3! Penta El Zero Miedo has pinned Hulk Hogan in the center of the ring after breaking the Immortal One's arm. Which means Hogan's coming back in 5 months to beat him at SummerSlam. But for now, he moves on. Rich is now out of the tournament. I got a 50-50 chance. Collect that 24-inch python. That's such a lucha story. I love it. And we're going to get Penta and Omega. Penta, El Zero Miedo, into the semifinals. But for now, let's get back to the beef. It's time to see who will be Podswoggle champion for the final title match of the evening. Will it be your reigning defending champion, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, or will it be a man who's been trying to win it for quite some time, the phenomenal AJ Styles? I'm sorry, I meant to go AJ first. This is, again, just one hell of a weird match. Make sure that title was on the line. Beefcake, I still shake my head and disbelieve it as Leslie is champion. I don't want no NXT title on the line. I want the Podswoggle title on the line, please. Oh, that image is wonderful. Beefcake defeated Gangrel. AJ defeated Baron Corbin. So far, all of the least favorites are gone, which is a good thing. So we only have the 3 favorites and the current champion. Beefcake, of course, is not my favorite wrestler of all time. He couldn't be here because I had Brutus Beefcake, but so far I'm fine with that. I'm happy with it. I'm good. There's some post-apocalypse looking AJ. Beefcake and AJ for the title. AJ's coming out hot and fast. He did the same thing, I think, in the Corbin matchup. I'm racking my brain trying to think of something these two have in common. I got this. They both have their children's name tattooed on their body. You just can't see Beefcake's. They're both flat earthers. Come on, Beefcake. Lay off Beefcake's legs, man. The guy's old. There's a flying clothesline. But Full Sail is digging the shit out of this. Beefcake rake of the eyes. Counts at 5. There's that airplane spin. Y'all take a cheap ass count out. I don't give a shit. Beefcake won't go. Beefcake's too much of a champion. Huge clothesline. I love the sound of the cat calls of Full Sail in the game. You know where Beefcake, you know where Beefcake's at, dude. Right in the butthole. Beefcake has a big old butthole tattoo. Beefcake off the ropes. AJ, nope. Miscommunication there. Beefcake was never a ring technician. What's going on? Pekka Gaming 21. Here's some time to watch AJ Styles versus Brutus Beefcake for the Podswoggle Championship. Live right here on Podswoggle. Oh, Podswoggle all the time. Working on my radio levels. Computer simulated wrestling at its best. The NXT crowd sound like great. You can hear one guy in the background trying to get himself over. No, literally, you can hear it. Some guy is chanting the disciple right now. There's a literal NXT chant going on right now. It has nothing to do with anything. Plus, they will mark out for anyone with a pulse. So yeah, they'd freak out for Beefcake. It's very true, man. Dude, Beefcake comes cutting and strutting. Well, they're gonna pop. Arena noise is actually recording it and makes the game look more fake. It's very true. Zodiac, no! Yes! Actually seeing Brutus wrestle is rare these days. Yeah. Well, cause he looks like one of the Golden Girls now. If you wrestled before the year 2008, Full Sail will probably treat you like Benoit fucking retarded. Then elbow to the back. Another NXT champ, and there's the high knee! Another high knee on AJ Styles. Or the first high knee on AJ Styles. The third high knee we've had the pleasure of seeing tonight. Snap suplex. Oh, remember they never put this in NXT ever again. My God. This high knee, we've been saying it all night. The high knee. AJ Styles, if I'm not mistaken, was in the very first Podswoggle title tournament. Let me consult my big book of records here. No, he was not, but he was in, I think, the first one last year. Beefcake. Sleeper! Beefcake's got the sleeper! Beefcake has the sleeper on AJ! Will AJ go to sleep? He does! He put AJ Styles to sleep! I don't believe it! Brutus Beefcake cannot be fucking stopped! The sleeper hold has knocked AJ out again, and Beefcake is in the championship. Beefcake has successfully defended his title 2 times. The fucking sleeper hold. Look at it. The first time he got it on, AJ squirmed. He fighted, and then all of a sudden the ref knew it. And there you see it right there. AJ is done. Brutus Beefcake is still your Podswoggle champion. He will take on the winner of Penta and Kenny Omega. Tope is out. Beefcake went into business for himself there. Yikes. I didn't follow the script. Russo's booking tonight, and actually didn't tell you guys. I can't with those. It's all Spencer's fault, and I'm reaping all the benefits. So I have, if Penta can beat Kenny Omega, I will guaranteed still be Podswoggle champion all the way through till Marcho Madness. So let's see who's gonna join him. Man, I cannot believe that. That was crazy. We'll do that. We'll do Lucha Bros there. What did Spencer do? So Spencer, well, actually, I'm sorry. Really, it's Widden's fault. Widden switched Spencer and I's Rumble picks, and Spencer had picked Brutus Beefcake, knowing that was the case, knowing that was going to happen. We'll do the WCW referee just for whoever wanted it. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, so that's why it's Spencer's fault. Because he's the one that picked him to begin with. But I will happily take him. Omega and Penta. Winner gets the beef. So again, this is the winner of this most likely will be one of them. They will both definitely be in either Marcho or the Pit. So if they win the whole thing, then that tournament will be for the title. If Beefcake wins, then unfortunately, this is my dream match. I meant, how is this happening? Wait, I get it. I gotcha. Beefcake will have to do what we did last year. The Marcho Madness winner and the Pit winner would then take on a Beefcake in a triple threat at the end of the evening to determine the champion. Alright, Kenny Omega had the match of the night so far. Penta coming out hot. Penta's like, thank God I'm not working Hogan anymore. I can do fun shit. There's a quick roll-up. Nope. Nothing funny about this match. It's just a good one. Damn right, just like Edge and Omega. We don't have to deal with the NXT bullshit, so here we go. Oh, rolling senton. I was going to nip right up there into basically like a more bang for your buck sequence. These two are working such a fast pace. Hulk Hogan just threw it backstage watching us. Deadlift gut wrench. Into a slam. Or kind of like a power bomb almost. Like a Jack Swagger bomb. Jack Swagger. Man. Which one of these guys is more likely to end up on Raw? There's a nice suplex by Omega. I think they both eventually will. I'm going to go Omega just because Penta, I don't know, just something about it just means that he gets missed. Oh my God! Went for a top rope Hurricane Rana. Penta caught him in a powerbomb position and alley-oops him into the turnbuckle. What an amazing spot there. Snapdragon suplex. I didn't see what type of suplex it was. My apologies. Kicks the legs out from under Omega. If you were to tell me by the end of the year, my answer would be Penta. If you asked me ever, I would say Omega. That's weird enough. Omega with a huge running knee to the midsection. Penta fights him off. There's a reverse DDT by Omega. Chop to the chest. Penta fights Omega off. Running dropkick. Saying Penta first because Omega still might want to work the knee more. Oh, I thought he was maybe going for coast to coast here, but Omega instead crawled into the corner in a seated position. Give Penta some time to taunt. Here's reunited the Golden Lovers of it's true. Kenny's got a lot of pent-up love he's got to get out with Coda. Omega sends Penta over the top rope, huge shoulder tackle. If this match goes to a double countout, Brutus Beefcake would automatically retain his championship. Yeah, Penta, nice second rope Asai moonsault onto the floor onto Penta by Kenny Omega. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Penta doesn't get signed, then he'll just stay in Mexico forever. And he gets back in the ring. Oh, V-trigger on Penta into the pin in that corner section where all the ropes are kind of cut off from him. Wonder who will show up on the Raw after Mania. A lot of interesting possibilities from NXT. Or even signings, you never know. I mean, they just gobbled up Ricochet, War Machine, EC3, one of them, but, you know, there could be some just flat-out skipping of NXT from some of those, you never know. One V-trigger, I wonder how many he'll take. He took Edge at least 3, if I'm not mistaken. Penta is really struggling to get to his feet here. He's taking a lot of abuse. Oh, I was going to say he had him facing the turnbuckle. That's how he hit Edge with the second one-winged angel earlier on. Is this Croyd's Raft or a one-winged angel? It is a one-winged angel on the Penta. The legs are trapped from the ropes. Count of 2, and no! Penta kicked out of 2. The answer is Lashley. It's very true. Can't wait for Lashley to interrupt Paul Heyman's promo and call him a bastard. No, he doesn't do that anymore, but I just had to make a quick bastard reference. There's a running backstabber that we missed. And now Penta looking for his pump handle driver. $1 million fist drop out of nowhere. And now, so we've had one winged angel. Gonna get our first package pile driver. Hits it, middle of the ring. Neither man is able to put an opponent away with just one. I'd be very surprised if Penta can put Omega down with one. But I'll take it. We're having the most discussion over possibly the best match of the night. Very true. Well, Omega and Edge was nothing to sneeze at. This one's just getting started, I think. Penta gets Omega up to his feet. No dragon screw leg whip takes him back down. So both men have taken their best shot. Looking for a huge pendulum backbreaker onto the knee. It was like a shoulder breaker, and we have Omega with a blade job again. He did it against Jericho. He's doing it here. A second pump handle driver by Penta. Omega's legs are caught up on the ropes like Hogan. And I see Penta hook the leg, try to get him away from the ropes. The other one still landed there. Drop kick misses. Omega back to his feet. Fireman's carry. Rolling senton. Omega's still confident, throwing up the 2 sweet. Whoop whoop. Penta slowly getting to his feet. Bashes and now underneath that mask and makeup, Penta has now been busted open. So both men wearing a crimson mask. Penta on the top rope. Omega, so looking for here, maybe a superplex. Second rope superplex. Omega gets him back to his feet. Shot to the face. The Croits are one wing. Croits Wrath. Oh! Huge release, Croits Wrath on Penta in the middle of the ring. Omega into the pin. 1, 2. No, 2 count only. Kenny Omega can't believe it. Gonna get back to his feet. Penta reverses. Omega over the top rope. Huge shoulder tackle. Kenny Omega crash into the floor. The commentators disperse. Needs more V-trigger. Penta now working on the leg of Omega. Count of 2. 3. Penta fireman's carry. Into a gut check. Penta trying to fit into the WWE style would probably suck. Yeah, I don't know what his moveset would be, whereas Omega's is pretty good. Count of 5. 6. Snap off Hurricane Rana by Omega. Count of 7 now. Gets him back into the ring. Both men in. Now getting Penta to his feet. Looking for the one-winged angel. Second of the match. In the center of the ring. Into the pin. 1, 2. No! He kicks out again at 2. 2 one-winged angels cannot put Penta down. Now just viciously punching away at the bloodied face of Penta. Penta throws off the snapmare attempt. Omega gets it anyway. Now calming it down with a side headlock. Penta back up to his feet. Stun gun. Into a pin. No, that was very close. 2 7/8. Omega going to the top. A big risk here. Haven't seen him do this yet. Frog splash perhaps. Nope, asking him to get to his feet. Maybe another missile drop kick. No, a top rope Hurricane Rana. Almost a Dragon Rana almost. Traps the arms. Penta fighting him off. Shot to the face. Kick to the midsection. Penta, second package, pile driver of the match. 2 one-winged angels. Will 2 package pile drivers be the difference? The ref takes his sweet time getting down into the pin. And it will! The count of 3, and Penta has defeated Kenny Omega. He's going to the championship. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are keeping track at home, that means that your boy has both of the championship competitors, which means that I will be Swoggle Squad champion for 1 more month. Oh, that feels very good. Penta has eliminated Omega in a very good match. We will see him against Brutus Beefcake in just a few moments. Whew. Another month of me. That feels great. Do you have any designs on your powers already? I do not. I will take suggestions. I kind of have an inkling on one, but I don't know. Yeah, I kind of don't know anything. I will happily, at your host Mullet on Twitter, is where you can send me your ideas, your messages, your thoughts. Yeah, bring them on. I'll take them. But let's crown a Heels and Heels championship for the evening before we get to that final match. Your champion Nikki Bella against your challenger Chyna. Heels and Heels are going to be happy either way. These are their 2 loves. There, thank you for the title. And here we go. Can't believe it. Brutus Beefcake versus Penta El Cierro Miedo. That's just the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. Bell's rung one away. I wonder if the sleeper hold is overpowered in the game, if he's just that good at it in his stat layout. I don't know. We'll find out in the main event. Chyna, who dwarfs Nikki Bella. Oh, Chyna did not get off to a hot start against Lana, and she's trying to make sure that doesn't happen here. Oh, there's a last chancery. Oh, I thought she maybe tapped out for a second, but Nikki fights it off. A snap DDT on Chyna. Chyna dwarfs most people, myself included. Very fair point. Chyna's got a smiley face on the back of her ass there. Dwarf. I got it. You're good. Nikki took her 4 rack attacks to beat Susan earlier. She's working fast pace. She's trying to work around Chyna. Knee lift. And there's a running X Factor. Second straight match. Someone has hit X-Pac's move on Chyna. Kind of find that ironic. Of course, Nikki, that's her one of her sister's finishes, I'm not mistaken. The Bree Buster, or whatever the fuck it's called. An elbow smash to the face of Nikki. Looking around. There's a very intricate suplex for Chyna. Bella Buster. I think they did it as a tag team for a bit. So I'm trusting you there, Professor Pirate. Nice drop toe hold there. He just pointed to the crowd. Now she's turning his face into the buckle. China with a knee lift. And snap Hurricane Rana. She's going to do moonsaults and Hurricane Ranas. There's another Hurricane Rana. Good lord, it looks like I'm watching Ray and Ubi from Nitro. Nikki asking China to get to her feet. Second rope. China. Oh, oh God, I don't know what that was. That looked rough. Nikki went for a second rope dropkick. China looked like she was trying to bum rush her. Nikki still threw the dropkick and they kind of smacked heads on the ground. The brutal botch. Nikki went for the forearm smash. China blocked it. China hits one of her own. Overhead shot. Oh, and taking the legs out from under China. This feels like the most Nikki match ever. Yeah, we said something with Lana earlier with how botchy it was, and so far it's been a little hard-hitting and action-packed with a couple weird moments, so it makes it a Nikki Bella match. China now. Oh, she didn't hit it in the first match. She's going to hit it here. Pedigree by China on Nikki Bella. She relied on the gorilla press earlier, but this time she's actually hitting the pedigree into the pin on Nikki. Do we have a new Heels and Heels champion? Ref said 2. No, 2 count only. Nikki deadlift. China smashes Nikki's face into the mat. China with some weird dance taunting. I'm not sure what that was. Nikki kicks the midsection of China. China kicks her back. Front headlock. Snap suplex by China. Float over into a pin. Nikki's way too close to the ropes. Ooh, there's a huge forearm smash by Nikki. Drag China out now. Into the pin. No, that forearm smash is deadly, but it's not that deadly. Nikki, rack attack 2.0. Center of the ring on China. It took 4 to beat Susan. Will it take 1 to beat China? No, 2 count only. They might have to up the power of finishing moves before we get to a March of Madness. And not a lot of finishers not getting kicked out of. Look at the fucking sleeper hold apparently. And the phenomenal forearm. Also depends on the competitor and whatnot. I get that. But another Northern Lights suplex. And the second pedigree. Nope. Powerbomb. Powerbomb by China on Nikki Bella. Immediately gets her back to her feet. And a gorilla press slam on Nikki. He's fighting her off. Fights her off. German suplex. Could barely get her arms around her. Into a pin. 1, 2. No, 2 count. That looked like a jackknife. Yeah, you're right. Almost like a jackknife. Nikki, second rope. China's a decent distance away. But Nikki's going to get her back to her feet and try this weird dropkick again. Yep, hits it. And it did look weird. Again, getting the crowd invested, getting them excited. China's in trouble. China reverses, smashes the arm of Nikki. Midsection, block, trips her up. Into a leg lock. China. Will China tap out to the middle of the ring leg hold? He doesn't really have it cinched in. Oh, what a huge kickoff. Well, was that huge of a kickoff where she's going to get Nikki down for 3. But she tried to... A side kick. Just coming after this, we have our main event Penta El Cerro Miedo versus Brutus, the Barber Beefcake. There's a Punjabi plunge from the much larger China on Nikki Bella. I just called her China. That's the Vince Russo part of the evening. It's been the night of stun guns. Into the pin on Nikki. 1, 2. No, I thought that was close for a second. Ref insisted it was 2. China doesn't think so. China gonna send Nikki into the corner. Blocked off in a snap DDT by Nikki on China. Knee lift. Not a high knee, a knee lift. Get to the midsection. DDT. A little extra emphasis on it. China. This should be her. Nope. Jackknife. Jackknife powerbomb on Nikki. Gonna drag her into the center of the ring. Will China become our new Heels and Heels champion? Count of 2. No. I can't believe it. Gotta go back to the pedigree or the Gorilla Press moonsault combination. Nikki to her feet. Kick to the midsection. Here it is. Pedigree. No. Nikki countered. Nikki counters the pedigree with a Hurricane Rana. What an amazing counter. I thought for sure she was going to hit her with that. Up on the shoulders. Rack attack. 2.0 by Nikki. Is China too close? She grabs the leg, cuts off the ropes. Count of 2 and 3. Nikki Bella is still the Heels and Heels champion. What an amazing sequence to round it out. The Heels and Heels still have their queen on top. She is still champion. LOL. Nikki wins. Hell of an effort by China. I gotta tell you, this Heels and Heels title, it has had some consistency in its history. This has been around now for about a year and a half, and we've had very few title changes like we've had with the Podswoggle title. It's 2 successful defenses for Nikki. She joins Ronda Rousey, Khaleesi, Jacqueline, and Taya, all with multiple defenses in the history of the title. Heels and Heels is wrapped up. It's time to wrap up the Podswoggle one. I'm invested either way, but I'm happy either way. It is time to see if the beef, the Cinderella story, can continue once again. Or is his time up from El Cerro Miedo himself? There's a disparity there, but we know disparity means nothing. Let's get this kicked off. Our main event of the evening of the Loves Me, Loves Me Not tournament. The one person who nobody loves, who's still your champion, against my current favorite wrestler. Point disparity made no difference for Susan. That's very true. That is very true. Can't believe Brutus Beefcake could become a multi-month champion. If Beefcake wins, he will join Braun Strowman, Captain Crunch, Jason Voorhees, and Finn Balor as the only more than 3 defenses of the Podswoggle title. The bell's running underway. It's going on Corey Clyde Grover 10. The main event of the evening. Penta, El Cerro Miedo, and Brutus Beefcake. Penta starting off with some classic wrestling. He knows Ed Leslie doesn't know it. Back up to a vertical base. Penta's already beaten, again, the stories that we get out of this, the computers simulating each other. Penta has already defeated Brutus's best friend Hulk Hogan tonight. He's already defeated him. He's defeated the better half. There's a code breaker out of nowhere. Main event, Brutus Beefcake feels foreign to me. Well, you haven't watched Starrcade 94, sir. There's a huge chop. Penta's had to take out Hulk Hogan and Kenny Omega. Beefcake has put Gangrel and AJ Styles both to sleep. Will he do the same to Penta? Or will Penta bring this title back to Macho Madness? Oh, that count of one. The crowd went nuts for that one count on Beefcake. Penta's got an answer for everything so far. Beefcake working on that neck and jaw for the sleeper hold. A huge running kick to Penta. Another kick. Hogan's the booker, right? Maybe. Hogan might have gotten the book for this one. Kick to the midsection. Penta second rope. Nice sunset flip from the second rope. Who do you think is going to win on Sunday? Can't play my cards yet for our Podswoggle pick'ems. Also, I don't want to make people upset by what my actual predictions are. I think it'll be a good event. That's who I think. I think the fans are going to win. My politicking today. Also, I'm really close to Tope, who I know is still on the line. The ring still has 4 sides. I don't think this is a Hulk Hogan production. Well, no, it would be. Yeah, 6 sides didn't get you anywhere, brother. 4 sides is where it's at. Penta no-selling those kicks. Surprised Brutus didn't shit himself there. Gut buster. Kick to the back. Three straight elbows to Penta's back. Penta, you gotta get up here, bro. Fireman's carry. Gonna snake eyes him on the top. Penta bounces down. Penta gets Brutus off of him. Turnbuckle. Penta whipped in the other buckle. Huge running something. I don't know if that was a knee lift or a back elbow. Bruce is a little jittery here. Back in the main event, we'll put the pressure on anybody. Suplex will roll over into a pin. 1 count only on Penta. And Beefcake is spent. Beefcake has not given them much effort without the reward of cocaine in quite a while. Oh, went for the high knee. Penta had it scouted. High knee misses. Pump handle driver by Penta. He had Hogan with so many of those. Will one be enough to put Brutus down for Penta to become the new champ now? Penta thought he had him. He doesn't have the cardio for that high work rate. Very true. When he did, he still had Valentine helping him. Hammer left arm break. That's what he beat Hogan with earlier. Will he beat Beefcake with it? Can Beefcake kick out with a broken arm? The pin for the title. 1, 2. No, he does, but look how difficult it was. Beefcake powers through the broken arm to kick out. Now he has to continue this match with a broken freaking arm. Penta again working on the arms. Oh, just bending it around. Let's see, use his drugs. That is very true. Fireman's carry. Oh, and just bashing the back of Beefcake into the top buckle. The pin, he cuts the ropes off. Penta's wrestling with a purpose here. 2 count only. Beefcake has got to be close to being out of it. No! Beefcake hulks up. Penta recognizes it, immediately grounds Beefcake again. No bow and arrow submission. Beefcake again powering himself back up. Misses the high knee for the 2nd time. Pentagon has had it so well scouted. 2nd pump handle driver on Beefcake. And now an armbar. Wouldn't that be Beefcake bulks up? As he's bulking up. Beefcake back elbow. He's taking 2 pump handle drivers. Missed every high knee. Swinging neck breaker. Fist drop. He's giving it his all. A 2nd fist drop to the face. Beefcake is gassed. And he is tired. Another fist drop that time. Pentagon was playing possum. Oh, went for the STO backbreaker and a side Russian leg sweep. Such fluid motions. Why is he wasting time playing to the crowd when he has Beefcake beat? Dragging Beefcake to the center of the ring. Beefcake pokes up, you mean, yes. Second time in the match. Breaks the other arm of Beefcake. Beefcake is down. The pin. The ref is out of position. 1, 2. Penta El Cierro Miedo is your new Podswoggle champion. Can't apply a sleeper with no arms, and that was the difference. He never got a chance to put the sleeper on. The Cinderella story of Beefcake is over. Penta El Cierro Miedo is your new Podswoggle champion. Congratulations are in order. You can take absolutely nothing away from Brutus Beefcake. He had one hell of a reign, but now Penta will carry that title into March of Madness. We'll see him for sure defend that title on March 31st, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. Your brackets will be available arcadeaudio.net. Fill out your bracket for a chance to win network subscriptions, t-shirt, merch, gift bags. And to see who will follow in the footsteps of John Cena, Zack Sabre Jr., Bully Ray, Jay Briscoe, Matt Morgan, Tensai. I think I named them all. To defend the title for every tournament match, for every match Penta's in. So whoever his first round match will be a Podswoggle title tournament match. And then from then on it'll go. Look forward to filling out my bracket this year as in years past. We look forward to you filling it out, Professor Pirate. We thank you guys as always for watching. You can check us out, like I said, arcadeaudio.net for the podcast and all the other ones on our network. Please subscribe on Apple, Stitcher, and Google. Leave us a review and 5 stars. Former Podswoggle streams, including the Rumble, like I said, if you haven't seen it, go to youtube.com/Podswoggle. There you can also see the full 2017 March of Madness, all 12 hours of it. You can also find the wonderful compilation that Caribbean Kid put together from last year. It's about an hour long. All the matches, kind of the highlights of the day. I think I'm going to go Augie style this year and take Roman for it all. You can also check out YouTube whenever the play-in matchups happen. They're going to happen in the next couple weeks once the bracket is decided. If you're not available for the live stream of that, all the play-in matchups will be available on YouTube as soon as they are completed and available there. Social media at Podswoggle on Twitter, podswoggle@gmail.com. Instagram, follow Instagram so that way you can get all of the one of my favorite things every year is Rich putting together the match posters for each first round March of Madness matchup. The season is upon us. We are here. It is March of Madness season. Play-in live stream going to be during the day like last year. I'm not sure yet, Sumner. Again, it's all depending on my work schedule. I don't have a day off in the middle of the week until the middle of the month. I don't want to wait that long until to get the bracket out. So there may be another nighttime stream of play-in matchups. So again, just be on the lookout for that, or it'll be available on YouTube after the fact. But yeah, thank you guys as always for hanging out with me and watching. March 31st, 4 Eastern, March of Madness. It's one of my favorite times of the year. This is Mullet, signing out for Podswoggle Wrestling Podcast Entertainment, the Podswoggle title tournament live on Twitch. We will see you next month. Good night.